This is fine. Prices are down. Is a Bitcoin bear market ahead of us? Either way, remember, it's Matt Damon's fault.
Matt Damon.
Take a deep breath, fam. I know today is a hard day. After 70 plus days of grueling, grinding downside, this is not a good feeling. I'm there with you, so is everyone else. The community is still around, and we're here. If you're feeling impulsive, if you're feeling panicked, remember, never make an investing decision or a trade in that mental state. It will always drive you in the wrong direction. Take a deep breath, disconnect from the charts, walk away, do something else, get your mind off of it. Come back when you're calm and rational and make that logical decision. If you still feel the same way, that's fine. Just don't do it in the moment. That is what I really hope everybody can take away from today. We're going to take a look at the charts here. We're going to see what might be in the future. My heart goes out to everybody. If this is your first big scary dip, I know it's not a lot of fun. Let's jump into it. Last year, we did see a 55% drop in 2017 from 69 down to 30K. So far, we've seen a 48% move to the downside. This is not as large of a retracement as we've seen before. On the macro, I only see this playing out two ways. Scenario 1, this is the one we've been following and still actually hasn't been invalidated. That would be our lows are ascending, our top is flat, and that gives us the textbook ascending triangle pattern. Scenario 2, and this one you're likely not going to be as comfortable with. What that creates is a broadening bottom. If scenario 2 plays out and price moves to that 28,000 zone, I would expect to see capitulation. Off that volume, I would look for explosive buying back to our highs, a smaller retracement before breaking through, a back test of our high trend, and a move to the upside to continue this market out. Now, this could happen over a long period of time or a short period of time. There really is no defined time for these. I don't really see this market moving in any other macro patterns. If we want to zoom out and identify the doomsday scenarios, here's our major supports. 35,000, the area of high traded volume and probable support sitting right below price. 28.8, that was our swing low, and that's pretty much where scenario 2 ends us. But let's say I'm wrong about both, and this market is looking to do something it's never done before. Major supports below us sit at the previous all-time high at 20K. 13.8K, which if you've been watching for the last few years, you probably remember me yelling about, and the ultimate Bitcoin support from the previous bull run, 10,750. This level, I believe, is incredibly improbable to be tested, and if it is, even more improbable to be broken. This is likely what's on everyone's mind today. Do we have a left shoulder, a head, a right shoulder, and have we established a neckline? Do we have a head and shoulders? Now we do. The neckline is sitting at 39,600. We're trading below there. I'm going to be honest, this isn't a great sign. What we would expect to happen now to complete this pattern is a move back to 39,600. That's where it can get real spooky. A rejection from the neckline is the classic head and shoulders trader entry. So if you're looking to make a short-term trade, I would be eyeing 39.6 to take a short position. Looking at volume profile, we see that we've entered our range of extreme trading. While this does indicate that there is support at this level, that does seem to apex around the 33 to 35,000 area. This is a good sign to us that there is more support below us than resistance above us, and that's highlighted right here. Up to about 45K, we see a low volume area. Unfortunately, above us at 47-ish, we have a high volume area. This is likely to be resistance. A bounce to that level would be pretty logical. Our fib tool points to two levels locally. Right here at 37.2. Now that's really where I'd like to see today close. Our measured move sits just below price currently and in that high volume support zone at 34.4. These would be, in my opinion, the most logical places to look for a bounce. If we get a close above 37.2, I am definitely looking for 39.6 and praying that it does not reject price. If this sell-off continues, there's really only one other value that I can think of, and we see that here from September to November and locally, 28,000. Now the game theory here is pretty on point. This would be slightly lower than last year's swing low. There's a large amount of stop losses and likely is the place where retail will completely capitulate. But I'm not leaning in that direction yet. There's still hope that it closes above 37.2 and we can continue back to the upside. What today really is, guys, is an excellent opportunity to start DCAing if you haven't. A lot of you were praying to buy it cheaper not so long ago,